Hey guys, my name is Connor, and today we'll be going over how to visualize the secondary structures of tRNA genes in the mitochondrial genome of a given species. We will be using both the Mito software and a website called tRNA to do so. In the mitochondrial genome, we expect to have approximately 22 tRNA genes. We also expect for these secondary structures to have a cloverleaf shape, as you can see in the two examples I have included. However, it is not guaranteed that each tRNA will have this cloverleaf structure. And if its structure does deviate from this expected shape, it may mean that it is non-functional or could have other implications. We are going to begin by looking at tRNA. I have included a link in the slide if you cannot find it, but this should also be the first result after Googling tRNA. If we scroll down and click on Add Molecule, you will see a nucleotide sequence along with the dot bracket format below that is the same length as the number of nucleotides. This notation gives us information about the interaction of nucleotides and predicts how the electric charge of different nucleotides impacts the shape of the secondary structure. If we were to delete this dot bracket format, we would be leaving it up to tRNA to make these predictions. Fortunately, if you put your mitochondrial genome into Mitos prior in the semester and have downloaded all the associated files, we have one file that shows the dot bracket notation for all of the tRNA genes. Another file, in a FASTA format, contains the predicted nucleotide sequences for all of the tRNA genes as well. If you need to access the Mitos files again, you should have an email including a link to the results where you can re-download the files if needed. Essentially, we are using the secondary structure prediction from Mitos and using tRNA solely for the visualization of such nucleotide interactions. If we go to the downloaded Mitos files, we can access the files we need for this. If we first go to the FAS or FASTA file and open it with TextEdit or TextPad if you have a Windows computer, we can see the sequences for all of the genes in our mitochondrial genome. I'm going to take the sequence for the leucine 2 tRNA gene, for example. Next, you're going to want to go to the folder or directory containing a compressed file. This is called raw data on my computer. As a Mac user, I'm going to use zip extractor to uncompress this file. You want to find the file that says results with no extension at the end. After opening this file with TextEdit, we see the dot bracket notation for all the tRNA genes. I'm going to use the one for leucine 2 tRNA. If we go to tRNA, we want to first paste the nucleotide sequence and then the dot bracket notation for that specific tRNA. We want to make sure that both of these are on separate lines and that each is only on one line. As you can see, the visualization produced by tRNA shows the cloverleaf structure that we would expect. You can download this using the button in the bottom right corner of the screen. After doing this for the remaining 21 tRNA genes, we want to put these into a graphic using PowerPoint or any other tool to do so. I've included an example of a graphic of these depictions. We want to make sure that when saving these images, the visualization is centered in the space on tRNA without cutting off any of the structure. Thanks for listening, and I hope this helped.